Hey everyone, how's it going? God Gamer here, and today I'm going to be looking at the Any Percent No Major Glitches TAS, which was released just a few days ago. It was created by ConstructiveCynicism, who's a pretty new TASer, but TAS tools to Hollow Knight are kind of new in the first place. That's why suddenly we're seeing more TASes, and it's just super cool. The techniques that you see aren't things that you normally see in these speedruns. So this run is a 28:59 time. The world record by a player is 32 minutes and 16 seconds. So this is 2 minutes and 17 seconds faster, and it uses the same route. But yeah, we've got some like explanations, and definitely check out the description. Constructive Cynicism does a lot of Hollow Knight tasks, so if you're interested in this kind of thing, check his channel out. All right, King's Pass, baby. Let's do this. So, something you're going to see right off the bat is nail knockback strats. Literally, on every possible surface you can get nail knockback on, he'll turn around and just hit the wall. So, normally you get a bit of knockback from hitting walls or enemies with your nail. So if you do it fast enough and you just turn around for a single frame, then you can actually propel yourself forward a little bit, and those jumps were absolutely bonkers. But if you do that, you can actually propel yourself just a few pixels forward, and it's enough to save time if you do it perfectly. That's why you don't see players going for it so much, because it's just... I think players would, on average, lose time if they went for it, probably. But if you're a TAS and you can program every single frame of your inputs, then it's a definite time save. Oh, man. See, he just does it literally everywhere. There's one right there, too. Apparently, pausing and unpausing for control there normally loses time. But if you hit the wall as well to get the nail knockback, then it does save enough time to be worth it, like just a couple of frames. And of course, TAS runs are all about just saving individual frames in as much places as possible. Oh, and actually jumping over the geo to get nail knockback. That's interesting. And, you know, the thing about this is that, like, saving those frames, it adds up, so I think it's probably worth it. See, he's even finding spots in the ceiling where there's, like, slopes, because if you look at the hitboxes of the terrain, there's, like, slopes all over the ceiling. So he's finding those little spots to get nail knockback just by jumping up and hitting the ceiling. It's so cool. And just getting it on enemies as he passes by. Later on, there's going to be more to the run than just getting nail knockback, because once you get dash, it's not quite as important. But before you get dash, it's all it's all about just getting nail knockback everywhere, because it's the only way to speed yourself up, right? And this is a good point to talk about RNG. So with a TAS run, RNG is actually controlled for. So the RNG is going to be the exact same. The enemy spawns are going to be the exact same every single time. Oh, and that was actually super cool that he jumped onto that part of the wall. I didn't know you could land there, but if you jump there, you can actually jump from up there, and you'll fall from farther up and gain more fall speed, just so you can clear that little ledge a little bit faster. And we're just about to get Vengeful Spirit. I'm curious to see what time. 3:20. That is insane. So, just FYI, like a fast time for a player, like a crazy good time, is like a 3:27, 28, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've speedrun this category. But like, that's a crazy good time for a player. So this is already like 7 seconds faster. Oh, and I think that was like trinomi planks, which is where you hit the planks, but you don't get knockback if you do it from like max range. Double planks, baby. Let's go. Well, they actually... Oh, you can get nail knockback on those spikes, too. That's really cool. That's some cute little movement right there. Pogoing the bench fly. Oh. Interesting sneaking in a Vengeful Spirit after the first melee hit on the little boulder. I've never thought of doing that. It seems risky for a player to do. But, I mean, if you're a TAS, you know, go for it. Oh my god, the jumps are so precise. Wow. I didn't know you could jump around that tick-tick like that. Oh. He was so far left when he did that Vengeful Spirit. Alright, we are in green path. Now, I wonder if it would be possible to get nail knockback on some of these enemies twice. Probably not. Because you do knock them back as well. Oh, I guess you don't kill birds? I was kind of curious why he wasn't killing the birds, but I guess when you kill them, it pauses the game for like a frame or two. I think it's more than a frame. It's like, you know, something like 10 frames. So it's not worth it. Oh, and he gets the nail knockback just to make the fireball skip a little bit faster. There is a strat to do that fireball skip with only nail knockback. Of course, it's like impossible for a player to do, but it is pretty cool. Alright. 2 fireballs on the Moss Knight, and sneaks a hit in for extra soul. Normally, players don't sneak that hit in. So I assume we're going to be killing Zode here. Or Benchfly King, rather. Okay. That's like pretty much the same strat that players do, but normally players take damage intentionally to boost themselves up. But I guess if you're a TAS, you don't have to do that. Okay. And we've got a pretty good amount of Geo so far. 211 is like right where you want to be at. Even though we were skipping Geo earlier, and he starts the Hornet fight with a fireball. Oh yeah, if you get Hornet stuck there, if you hit her at just the right time, she'll get knocked back, and there's a little lip like right beside the gate at the top, and she'll just like bonk into that and fall back down. It's the fastest way to do the Hornet fight. It's just not consistent for players to do. But yeah, starting that fight with a fireball is pretty interesting. I wonder if it was timed to be faster for players to do that as well. Because you skip the dialogue. But also the first fireball doesn't do damage, so it might just be faster for a TAS, but not for players. Because the TAS deals so much more DPS that they just want to get past the dialogue. Whereas for players, it might not make as big of a difference. Oh, dashing into that. Oh, I think that's normal, actually. I'm just used to current patch. Whoa, dodging those platforms with nail knockbacks is super cool. Okay, this movement's looking pretty normal. I actually found a lot of this movement when I was optimizing fungal wastes. Some of it, anyway. Oh, that's really cool. You dash just so you dash, like, along that ground. And menu dropping there must be faster. He was actually kind of found, he was found recently. Oh, the fireball pogo. I found that one too. It's the God Gamer pogo. But it was actually found that, you know, not inventory dropping so much in a lot of these spots was faster. Oh. Oh, yeah. He's luring the mantis. Just to get early control so that mantis hits you and it knocks you out of the pickup animation. I think a lot of players actually do that now. Like, I think that's just a strategy that players do. I haven't watched an actual run in a long time. Oh, weird walkling storage. Okay. All right. So, what the hell is going on? I think that's like a legit strat that players could do, but it's just like too precise for players to ever pull off. What the hell is going on with this run now? So that's walkling storage. When the game thinks that you're on a wall and you perform a dash, it just like gives you this speed boost. And the game just continues to think that you're in a wall. And it's super weird. Oh my god. And you can chain it together by performing physics frame perfect jumps as soon as you land. Like, as long as you keep jumping as soon as you land on the same physics frame, then the game will still think that you're clinging to a wall. I guess, like, it doesn't update the state of the game that you're on the ground, so it just continues to assume you're on a wall, so you continue to get that speed boost. And just using walkling storage to get all the way to Salubra. That's super cool. Oh wow, that menuing is so fast. What the hell? Like, the menu didn't even update. I just heard a couple ticks and it was already on Shaman Stone, I guess. So that inventory drop onto that husk was because you can cancel part of your dash by opening your inventory. It's not to inventory drop, it's just to cancel the dash at that precise pixel. Okay. The reason why it's making that sound during the walkling storage, I think, I haven't been looking at the input display, but I think it's because he's spamming left and right on every frame. So it's making the sound of him walklinging onto the wall, or like touching a wall, just like every frame. So that's why that sound is happening. No, it looks like he's holding left and right at the same time. I'm actually not sure what it is then. Oh yeah, this run just got like bonkers all of a sudden. As soon as he got Mantis Claw, the walkling storage is just crazy. Left side, hell yeah. I've always used the left side. Okay, I'm curious what kind of strats are used on the dream section, because he might be able to get a crazy walkling storage somewhere. Oh. Just throughout the entire section, apparently. Oh my god. Okay, that was pretty sick. You can just chain it together forever. And don't ask me how they're getting walkling storage in the first place. It was kind of found recently that you can get walkling storage on corners, I think. But they're just getting them off regular walls, pretty much. Like, just sliding off a wall, I think, might somehow give them walkling storage. But, like, once they get it, they just zoom through the rest of the room. That is wild. This is gonna be Pest in 2022 if Silksong doesn't release, by the way. Pest, the world record holder. In case you weren't aware. So that was kind of nice. Definitely manipulated that big husk. Oh, gathering this geo. That geo is super efficient to get if they're stacked up in the right way. That's something we've always known, but typically they aren't in the right spots. So once you can control for RNG, that becomes a... Oh, that's so cool. Once you can control for RNG, that spot to farm geo becomes so much better. That pogo was awesome. Oh, 2 double hits. They just like catch all the geo perfectly. 2 double hits there. That was pretty cool. I wasn't sure what to expect with Torch's Husk. Oh, he walked into the corner before jumping to get walk-link storage. I wonder if he uses elevator walk... No. Doesn't use elevator or walk-link storage. Okay. But does get it off that left wall. And there is the liver skip. We're just gonna go up to the Watcher Knights. Oh, there. You just got the elevator walk-link storage right there. That happens when you dash into a wall while the elevator's going up. And then you have to dash from within the elevator to activate walk-link storage. I know about that one. I can explain that one, at least. Not the other ones. Hell yeah. Those are the fireb0rn fireballs. God Gamer fireballs. I don't know if I can take credit for those. Oh, just barely staying out of range. What the hell? That's so cool. Holy shit. He's just like, he's 1 pixel away from getting hit at like any moment. Oh my god, what the hell? This is like a cotton moment times a fucking million. That was so fast. Jesus Christ. Wow. Are we sure this guy isn't using invincibility? I guess he took a damage at some point. I wasn't paying attention. That was crazy, though. Oh yeah, he took damage to that husk when he was picking up the relic. This TAS is fucking crazy so far. So this segment, pretty normal though. I'm really curious how they're going to maneuver through Queen's Gardens, like especially around the acid and Teacher's Archives, because I know there's that crazy what the hell happened? I know there's that crazy skip that you can do with the Uma. That was another one of those skips that I found, and then like I found out someone else had found it. But those skips are still like crazy cool. It's another elevator walk-link storage right there. Pogoing the lamps. I've never seen those lamps be pogoed in that room ever before. Okay, so we're just going to Lem to sell our relics. First, we gotta get Lem back in his shop first. Oh, that's cool. That's definitely RTA viable. I lapped that out a little bit. It really sucks if you miss, though. Like, you lose a lot of time if you mess it up. And you don't save a lot of time doing it. You actually don't save a lot of time doing any of this. It's just the fact that there's time save in every single room really adds up.
Helmedelker.
I think it has something to do with the nail swing. Oh, okay. It's actually got a pretty good amount of geo right now. So doesn't look like he'll need to collect any more. Wow, I'm surprised that saves time to go all the way left like that. It's landing in the perfect position. Oh, they get the insta-bell. So you can do like the scurry look-down glitch, and it'll make the bell come up faster by looking down. But there's also a way to like look down in a certain way that it makes the bell come up even faster. It's just like it doesn't even play an animation. And that's kind of what happened there. It's just a lot more precise. Oh, and there's the instant menuing. Holy crap. I'm actually notorious for having terrible menuing in this game. So seeing this is enlightening. My menuing is slow. Dear God. What kind of pog axe do we got? Oh. Okay. I don't know why I expected anything else. Wow, this is so fast. How did he squeeze in between that laser? How did he get past that laser? Holy shit. This climb is insane. So he can't actually skip below. You have to go through the gauntlet according to the NMG rule set, because you can't use a different route through the room using walk-link storage. You have to use the same route through the room. But technically, you can walk-link storage, like from all along the bottom, where you'd normally crystal dash back. You could technically walk-link storage that entire gap if you wanted to. It's just against the rules of the speedrun. Wow. Speed is just crazy. I haven't even looked at the timer in the longest time because I'm too busy just like watching all the walk-link storage shenanigans. Yeah, that's basically what I expected. But I mean, even then it was so fast, like I didn't expect it to be that quick. Oh, just going straight through the Umas. Wow, that was fast. I want to see if he does the explosion pogo here. I bet he will. No, he's just gonna... Oh, oh. Oh! Yeah, I was gonna say he's just gonna walk-link storage. But if you actually lure this around, it can actually one-shot Umu if you keep it in the air until Umu becomes vulnerable, which is obviously impossible for a player. But if you're a TAS, then it just might be possible. Of course, and he explodes it just for the extra swag. That strat is just super cool. One cycle Umu, baby. That's what we'll be doing in 2023 if Silksong doesn't release. So I'm pretty curious about the Queen's Gardens area because I think it can be pretty crazy, especially with all the drops going into Deep Nest, because you can do that stuff really fast, I think. And it's just normally the hardest. It's normally like the hardest part of the run, in my opinion. The whole stretch from Queen's Gardens Acid Skip to Beast Den. That's the hardest part of the run overall. That little pogo just... that was so cool, man. Luring that okay, that was pretty cool too. Luring that explosion, that Uma thing, whatever you want to call it, just to get the pogo. What the hell, man? Curious if he uses any strats for this. Okay, no. Just gets a double hit. So normally we'd shoot 2 fireballs on the second wave of Aspid, whatever you call them. Not Aspid. Petra? Mantis Petras, I think. It's been a while. Normally you shoot 2 fireballs, but you can do it with 1. It's just enemies are picky about when they choose to get double hit in this game. Oh, straight into the transition. Oh, man. How did he even get wall point storage there? He didn't touch a wall. Like, oh, maybe it was before the transition. If you touch the transition, if you touch the wall before the transition where you go down, you can get wall cling storage after you land, I think. So there's just so many ways to get wall cling storage. God. Yeah, that section was pretty wild. Now, does he save or ignore the grub? That is the question. You gotta ignore it, right? He loses time. I guess we'll finally have our answer, if that's true or not. Oh, going for the pogo so he can dash straight through the Devout and not have to wait for the Geo to drop. That's interesting. He caught all the Geo in midair. This is so fast. Jesus. Oh my god. Don't do it. Oh, yes! Grub saving is officially slow as fuck. Confirmed. we got just enough geo. We need 250 geo for the stag station. So that's really cool. Pogoing those devouts to catch the geo in midair. Never thought of that. I want to see the Hollow Knight fight too, because I'm interested to see where he'll squeeze out double hits. I assume there's going to be a lot of double hits when Hollow Knight does that little like jump backwards, because you can double hit that, you just can't really react to it. But if you're a TAS, you don't have to react, so just interested to see what kind of double hits we go for in this TAS. God, this TAS is amazing. Huge shoutouts to ConstructiveCynicism. And by the way, a double hit is when you shoot a Vengeful Spirit and it hits the enemy twice. So that can happen because an enemy is like moving away from you and the Vengeful Spirit just like follows it. Or it can happen because the enemy gets knocked back by the Vengeful Spirit and it hits the enemy a second time. Of course, the Hollow Knight doesn't get knocked back, so it's always you're shooting at the Hollow Knight as it's going away from you. Why was there that wait? I was seeing that right? There was like a little pause. There must be a reason for that, but I have no idea what it is. Oh, that's a triple hit. Oh. So you dash over the Hollow Knight as it's about to do that dash attack, and you can triple hit. That's crazy. I knew you could do that with Shade Soul, but I didn't know you could do that with Vengeful Spirit. Wow. That's so much damage. Holy shit. I've dreamed of doing this shit. Just like staying in the air while Hollow Knight's doing that infection attack. Boss is almost dead, man. Jesus. Wow. That was fast. Holy shit, man. 28:59. He was just barely able to get the sub 29 too, so big shout outs for managing to do that. So yeah, that was an amazing run. Definitely check out ConstructiveCynicism on YouTube. I'll post a link in the description and in the comments, so either one. Go check out his channel, give him a subscribe. That was an amazing task, so huge shout outs. And hope you all enjoyed watching. Do let me know if you want to see more tasks, because I think there are other ones for Hollow Knight, so I will check them out if y'all are interested in seeing them. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful day.